Mate, you always said that I have the tougher job in this gig.
Being the good chef,
Yes.
normally.
So now I get to step into the easy role, just for a moment.
The tables have turned. All right, bad chef, what have you got for us?
Oh, I've really gone all out on this recipe. It's an over-the-top triple choc chunk salted caramel cookie.
Over-the-top triple choc chunk cookie.
I know. Look, it's a mouthful, but frankly, so are these cookies because they're going to be ginormous with all of the butter, all of the sugar.
Oh, that is a bit of butter.
All of the chocolate. You know, I can do it.
Are we sure we need all this butter?
I'm quite sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very confident. Just
Can we substitute with olive oil? Or?
No subs today. So we're going to whip this butter until it's lovely, light and creamy before we get our sugars in.
Okay, whip away.
Okay, the butter's lovely and light and creamy. Ready for the first round of sugar.
First round? You've changed.
Brown sugar going, I've had to change. This is the whole episode. But actually, I had a lot of fun doing this because, to be honest, like, whilst you're a toasty man now, I am very much a healthy cookie gal. These days.
Yeah.
But when I first learnt to cook, it was not with chickpea flour, hemp seeds and almond meal. It was definitely with butter and sugar. And that sort of built the foundation of how I then was able to learn how to make the swaps, the healthier whole foods options, so that, you know, it wasn't about OTT cookies, but it was something you could have that as a sweet treat every day without so much of the sugar and things in there. So we're going to whip these sugars together in with the butter so it becomes all lovely and thick and creamy. So the butter and sugar has creamed beautifully, and you want that step. You don't want to throw everything in all at once when it comes to your butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla, because you want to emulsify these ingredients so they're beautiful and creamy and they're not gritty and yucky in your cookie, right?
Yes, bad chef.
Yes. I love this. This is heaps of fun. So we'll add in some vanilla extract and crack an egg in. And then whisk again before we get our flour and baking powder in there too. These ingredients have come together as I wish them to for now.
We have a cookie dough.
All right, we have 3 types of chocolate today.
Not 1, not 2, but 3.
Yes.
All right, so you just want me to roughly chop it
because
into
you want some chunks in there, you know?
Right.
None of this like small itty bitty bit, none of the like all dark chocolate, no 80%, no 90%. This is milk and white and a bit of dark, folks, and we're going in hard.
Here she is.
It's fun just to do something different to what is your norm, right?
Be let loose in the kitchen.
Yeah, it is a bit of let loose.
And could you substitute some fruits instead of chocolate for this?
You're trying to take my job. You could do raisins, cranberries.
Oh.
You could do dried raspberries, like those freeze-dried raspberries. It'd be pretty tasty in there. It's not going to help the fact that there's 2 different types of sugar and a whole heap of butter.
That's right.
Right? Now, because this is a very buttery, sugary cookie dough, you want to make sure that once all this chocolate goes in, you roll it and get it into the fridge and give yourself around 30 minutes to let that cookie dough set nicely before we go in and do the finishing touches of bad chefiness.
Bad chefiness.
All right, get them in.
Let's go. All the chocolate.
All right.
Spatula.
Spatula, wooden spoon, whatever you wish, and get those through so they come together nicely. Okay, cookie dough looks epic.
Looks good.
Mate, I've got to say, I'm quite nervous in the kitchen today. I feel like there's a lot of pressure.
To be bad?
Yeah.
No, being bad's easy.
Like, someone might judge me because I can cook like this. And they might think, you know what, Jack? You shouldn't be a nutritionist. You should be making giant cookies for a living, which is what we're going to do. Because, like, why go for little cookies when you're a bad chef?
You're going to do some big ones?
Yeah, jumbo.
Okay.
So let's get our cookie dough together. And even, like, have a little touch of it. Even when it's like this and it's just come out of, you know, being combined with the chocolate and the cookie dough, it softens already, which is, you know, speaks to the fact that if you were to go like this straight onto the tray, they'd sort of just go, yeah, so you don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just going to wrap the cookie dough in some Glad wrap and get him into the fridge for 30 minutes. cookie dough log.
Oh, great.
Do you know, I know so many people love just the concept of eating cookie dough, so now there's all these sorts of recipes of like healthier cookie dough. Who would eat that healthy stuff though? Who are those people? Now, these are going to be just 6 cookies.
Oh, just 6?
So,
even I'm shocked.
yeah, right? So we'll get our cookie dough onto the tray, and you want to leave enough space for these bad boys to spread.
Yeah, otherwise you'll have one big
Just giant cookie, which might be what a bad chef wants to do. Yeah. Who knows? Once we press these cookies down a little bit, we've let the dough soften after it's come out of the fridge, but we still want to press them down. Otherwise, if you leave them this thick, you're going to get a cake.
Okay.
And they're meant to be large, quite flat cookies. So press them down gently with your hands. Obviously, there's big Choc chunks in there, so if you feel like they're coming out, just, you know, mould them back in. But yeah, bit of fun, this one. I do love playing with cookie dough like this.
It is good.
It's like,
takes you back to your childhood playing with Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, these are all looking good, Tim.
Nice. Is it time for the caramels?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Now, critical to leave some space between these. Don't get tempted to pop them all onto one tray. Yeah. They spread. If you pop them all into one tray, you are just getting a slice instead of a cookie
slice.
Yeah, so let's not do that. Might be just a little bit too much. And I do encourage to share these with people. So once we've pressed these caramels into the top, we're going to pop them into a 180-degree oven for about 14 to 16 minutes. Again, just keep an eye on them as they cook. If you've spread them a little bit thinner, then they'll take a little bit less time, but 14 to 16 minutes for these ones. Excited?
Oh, look at these. What?
I mean...
Pretty indulgent, pretty massive.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Oh, I have impressed you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
How many calories in one of these?
I don't want to know.
Who cares?
I don't want to know. Do you count the calories in your meals?
No.
No. To be honest, I don't, unless I'm doing something specific for someone, I don't count the calories. I mean, I've got a pretty good base of it, understanding of it all, because that's my job, but it's about the nutrients that go into food, but not today. This is all about...
You're naughty. You're naughty.
Yeah, look, I've done my best to show you guys that I really have taken on a lot from what you've taught me, including salting my food. So now we have a salted caramel triple Choc chunk cookie that is 100% all of the bad chef, made in a Jack way. It was lots of fun. I loved swapping rolls. Would you like to try?
It's been fun, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Mouthful to say, and this is going to be an absolute mouthful. I need to crack open.
Go.
Oh, look at that.
Good times, mate.
What?
Look at it.
Lots of chocolate. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going in.
You're not sharing?
Oh. You can get your own. Wow. Jack, you are bad to the bone, but I like it. That is indulgent, but it is damn delicious. Look at that.
Well, you've always got a song or a bad dad joke. I couldn't bring those to the table as well, but I've done my best to be a bad chef for the day. And look, I reckon I've done all right.
I think you've done well. This has been fun.
Nice.